One day prior to December graduation, over 30 Texas A&M student athletes celebrated the end of their collegiate careers as the athletic department honored its graduates with a special ceremony inside the new RC Slocum Nutrition Center. There, they were congratulated by department staff, mentors, and peers for completing their academic journey.
As I stand here before you, I had to make a decision, and the decision was whether to speak to you from the perspective as a former student athlete or as a current administrator. And as I thought about it, it became tougher because I realized you can't really separate the two. The experiences, the failures, the adversity that you overcome as a student athlete prepares you for the future successes. And that's what's going on today, is through all the adversity, through all the failures that you've had, you've decided to get back up and you stand here before us today as graduates. And so what I'm going to try to do right now is, this is a celebration. And so I'm going to ask people to stand to your feet, to put your hands together, to give out a whoop if you want to, but we're going to celebrate. So I ask that you all, I know we have some distinguished guests in here, but please stand up and let's honor and pay our respects to our student athletes.
Being a student athlete here, Coach Holmes would always say that you're not just on the swim team because we want you here, it's a privilege. And so every day you're thinking somebody else wants this spot a lot more than me, if any sport, and that it's a privilege that I get to be here. And then with that privilege goes representing A&M. And I've only cried probably 3 times in college, and 2 of them were because of going best times or my last meet ever. And so it just kind of meant the world to me, thinking that I get to represent A&M.
Guests of honor were on hand to congratulate the graduates, including the class of 1970's Sam Torn.
It doesn't matter whether you're finishing at the top or barely making it through. It doesn't matter if you're one of everybody in your family, the first one. The fact of the matter is, all of you guys have worked your butts off. You've all worked hard. You've had other things you have to do. But yet you have managed to graduate from one of the most prestigious universities in the United States of America. And you should be proud of that fact, and you should celebrate that fact.
The senior dessert has become a new tradition within the athletics department, and our chance to say thank you to these special student athletes for all they have given to Texas A&M and the Aggie community.